Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, confidence remains just out of reach? Like a secret code that others seem to have, but you don't. Maybe you've chased perfection, polishing yourself to shine, only to find that your confidence feels hollow, fragile, like it could shatter at any moment. What if confidence isn't about being flawless or loud? What if it's about something quieter and deeper? What if real confidence is simply about self-trust, the quiet knowing that you can handle what comes, that you don't need to become someone else to be whole? Welcome to Seeker Soliloquy. I'm your host, the Omniversal Seeker, and this episode is for anyone who ever struggled to trust themselves, to be seen, or to feel enough. It's for those ready to stop chasing an impossible ideal and start uncovering the authentic confidence already within. Today, we will journey through the stories of 4 characters who embody this kind of self-trusting confidence. Po from Kung Fu Panda, Joe Gardner from Soul, Miles Morales from the Insomniac Spider-Man games, and Shoko Komi from Komi Can't Communicate. Through their struggles and growth, we'll see that confidence is not about becoming someone else. It's about building trust in who you already are. Let's begin with Po. Po is the unlikely hero who everyone expects to fail. He's clumsy, overweight, and has no traditional training in martial arts. In a world where warriors are sleek and fierce, Po is the noodle-loving dreamer who often stumbles and doubts himself. Yet, his story teaches us a vital lesson. The secret to his power isn't some hidden skill or perfection. It's his heart, the genuine, joyful, unpolished spark that makes him uniquely strong. Po's confidence blossoms when he stops trying to fit into a mold and instead embraces all his quirks and imperfections. In that moment, he unlocks an inner power far greater than any martial technique. His journey invites us to look inside and honor the parts of ourselves we may have hidden or dismissed, the parts that make us us. And most importantly, Po begins to trust himself, to stop waiting for others' permission and to believe in his instincts. When you think about your own confidence, place a hand on your belly, just above your navel, and take a deep breath. Feel your breath expand through that center of personal power. This isn't about being perfect or having all the answers. It's about recognizing that your power already lives inside you, waiting for you to claim it. Say to yourself, there is no secret ingredient. I am enough as I am. Then take one playful action today. Something joyful, spontaneous, uniquely you. Confidence often blooms in the moments we stop performing and start living. Now, let's turn to Joe Gardner from Soul. Joe is a passionate jazz musician whose entire identity is wrapped up in his dream of success. He yearns for that one perfect moment, the chance to prove himself, to finally make it. But when life interrupts that dream, Joe is forced to reconsider what truly matters. His story reveals that confidence isn't found in applause or achievement. Instead, it's in the quiet appreciation of life's small moments, the warmth of sunlight, the sound of laughter, the simple joy of being alive. Joe learns that his worth is not defined by a single performance or milestone, but by his ability to be fully present and grateful in the here and now. This kind of confidence doesn't come from external validation. It comes from trusting your own inner compass. From knowing that who you are when no one's watching is just as valuable as who you are on the stage. Try a grounding walk today, without music, without distraction. Let your senses guide you. Pay attention to color, texture, and scent. Let presence become your power. When you return, stand in front of a mirror and remind yourself, I am not defined by my success. I am defined by how fully I live. Confidence, like jazz, is an improvisation, a dance between control and surrender, between mastery and trust. From there, we move to Miles Morales from the Insomniac Spider-Man game series. Miles begins his journey carrying the weight of expectation, not just his own, but those of the legendary Peter Parker, whose shoes feel impossible to fill. Like many of us, Miles struggles with the fear of not being enough, of failing to live up to a legacy. But Peter's wisdom changes everything. You don't have to be Spider-Man like him. You can be Spider-Man like yourself. This realization sparks a profound shift. Confidence for Miles isn't about imitation or perfection. It's about trusting his own voice, his own rhythm, and the unique strengths he brings to the world. Miles' arc shows us that when we stop comparing ourselves and start trusting ourselves, we unlock a different kind of power. One rooted not in competition, but in authenticity. To tune into this energy, try freestyle journaling. Let your pen move without structure or censorship for 5 minutes. Let your rhythm, like Miles, find its own beat. Then look into the mirror and say, I don't have to prove I belong. I already belong. Confidence is not about proving yourself to others. It's about giving yourself permission to exist fully and unapologetically. Finally, we arrive at Shoko Komi, from Komi Can't Communicate. Komi is known for her beauty and grace, yet she carries a heavy secret, crippling social anxiety that makes even simple conversations a mountain to climb. For Komi, confidence is not a loud declaration or a sudden transformation. It is a gentle unfolding, a series of small, brave steps toward connection and self-expression. Her journey reminds us that confidence can be quiet. It can be a whisper, a flicker of courage in the dark. Sometimes the bravest act is simply trying again, even when you're afraid. Komi's growth isn't about becoming someone new. It's about beginning to trust that her voice, however soft, has value. To honor your own quiet growth, try a self-compassion letter. Write to yourself as if you were writing to a friend. Gently, honestly, with warmth. Fold the note, hold it to your heart, and breathe. Then meet your own gaze in the mirror and say, I am proud of every small step I take. My journey matters. Each effort, no matter how small, is a victory, a testament to your growing self-trust and resilience. As we reflect on these stories, one thing becomes clear. Confidence is not a destination, nor a fixed trait. It's a living, breathing practice of self-trust. It's the courage to show up as you are, imperfect and evolving. It's the willingness to stumble, to fall, and to rise again with greater self-acceptance. Real confidence is not about being right all the time. It's about trusting that you can learn, adjust, and still be worthy. So how do we grow confidence? We begin by practicing presence, that gentle awareness of ourselves without judgment. We ground ourselves in the body, tend to our breath, and listen for what's already true inside us. We stop asking the world who we should be and start asking our hearts who we already are. Confidence doesn't roar. Sometimes it's a murmur of, I can try again. Sometimes it's a whisper of, I deserve to rest. Sometimes it's the choice to stay soft in a hard world. So here's your final reminder. You don't have to become someone else to be worthy of love. You don't have to be perfect to be powerful. You just have to be you. Until next time, keep seeking, and remember, the most powerful thing you can be is yourself.